Does anyone else walk out to their shop, look around and see all the little jobs that they need to do, that they want to do, but then never actually do them? I've been doing that for a long time. And when I did that shop video a couple of weeks ago, I was watching it again for some reason, well, just when I was editing it, and I decided that there was a lot of stuff in here that I wanted to change. I just wanted to improve the way I work and the way things look when I walk in the room, that sort of thing. So what I did, I only had a little bit of time, so I spent a day out here a few days ago, just going through and doing a few little jobs that I think will make things better for me in the long run. We're heading off on holiday soon, that's why I don't have much time to do anything, but I managed to get a few jobs done, and they're in this video, so enjoy. So the first cab out of the rank is going to be replacing the doors on the cupboards at the back of the shop here. Currently they're 16mm MDF with I think a round over on the edges, and that's about it. What I'm going to do is cut some scrap plywood down into strips, make a frame out of that, and then drop a 6mm MDF panel inside it. I think once that's painted up, that's going to look a lot nicer than these ones are. Alright, so now I've got my rails and my stiles, everything's cut to length, and what I need to do is cut out on each stile, nibble away this part and leave a tongue so that I can slip it into there. So that's what we're doing now. And after a little bit of playing around, this is what a completed frame looks like. I had a few little issues. What I realised is of the two plywood panels that I used at the start, they were from two different batches of plywood that I bought, so they were just slightly different thicknesses, and one of them had a slight warp in it as well. So that meant as I was cutting everything, some of the grooves are a tiny bit too tight or a tiny bit loose, that sort of thing. So it's just going to take a little bit of playing around and finessing each one of these tongues to make sure that it fits in properly. And then the MDF should just slot in perfectly. So I'm just going to go through and clean everything up now. So the dry fit went well. I've got six doors that are all stuck in together. So it's time to glue these up, and then we'll see about getting them up on the wall today. So now that the cupboards are a little bit prettier, I thought I might do something that's actually going to make things a little bit more functional in here, and that's on the table saw. The gap here is wide enough for me to get a finger inside, so I think a zero clearance insert would be pretty handy. My very scientific test shows that 18mm plywood is just a hair over the top of the table. So I'll be able to make it out of this and then just sand it flush. Now something sucky is that this blade is lowered as low as it can go, and it still just touches, well, it's basically level with the top of the table, I can't go any lower, and I don't have another blade to put in here. So cutting this is going to be a little bit dicey. I don't know if this is going to prove to be a good idea or not, but here's what I'm going to try. I've got this piece of wood clamped down so that this is stuck under here. It can't go anywhere. This is in front just in case this decides to kick out right at me, so there's a little bit of protection. And then this here I'm going to use to hold and press down on it as I turn the blade on and raise it. So with a bit of luck it all just sort of works. And I'm just going to throw some of this on it as well, just to make it slide a little bit easier. And the last thing I really want to clean up is this schmozzle over here. All these, half empty, 3/4 full paint cans that take up all that space. Whenever I want one, I've got to pull them all out like that. What I'm thinking of doing is, this is only temporary until I build a proper cabinet for it, but I'm going to put a shelf under the workbench and put the paint cans under there. So they're both going to get the cans out of the way and also add a little bit more weight to the table, which it doesn't really need, but oh well. So when I built the workbench, I made it so that both of these braces were 18mm in from the end, so I can cap it off with some plywood. Eventually it's going to have 2 proper shelves, maybe drawers as well, and it'll be plywood covered all the way down. For the moment, I might leave this off. This little MDF shelf that I'm going to put in here is only temporary. So other than actually building the new doors for the cupboards up there, everything only took a couple of hours max. And now I've got a nice zero clearance inset on the table. I've cleared up an entire cupboard over there. The bench is weighed down even more and I can access the paint a lot easier. And the back of the garage just looks a lot better. I'm pretty happy with all the changes that I made. It's, yeah, just all little things that I really should get around and do them a lot more often. The workbench does look a bit uglier now because when you walk in you see all the cans underneath it, but I'll probably put plywood on the end of it soon and box it all up. I'll do that when I come back from holiday. So I'll keep on going with the shop renovation theme as it is. So there we go. Not much more to say. Enjoy the next couple of weeks. Catch you later, guys.